guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Let me get my microphone squared away. So many of the stories I do, I try to have a positive message for men. Like, hey guys, here's something you can do, or be aware of this, or whatever. This is just one of those stories that it's like, what are we doing? And our world is absolutely collapsing into madness. There's probably no positive takeaway. There's no positive takeaway in this movie. There's an LonelyFans, an AOF, I have to refer it to that way thanks to YouTube. An OF model, former teacher that got pregnant by her student, an ex-student, I guess, decides the world would be better off with more people like she is. And the narcissism and the entitlement of people like this is just crazy. But again, this is what's being posted on Twitter. It's what's being posted by our media. It's being promoted by everybody as stunning and brave and strong. From the Postmillennial, former teacher turned pregnant OF star to auction off her womb to mass produce pretty babies with strangers. Now, as a surrogate, and I don't know if she realizes this or not, but as a surrogate, you're already taking, from my understanding, I'm not a professional on this, but I'm pretty sure that the doctor takes the egg and the sperm and merges from whoever the parents are, and then uses her womb to birth the baby. So if she's talking about having pretty babies, she's talking about herself having a baby that is her own. I don't know about you, but I'm also pretty sure she's going to either claim child support or try to get money out of this one way or another, because why not? But if she's already practicing being a mom with a former student of hers when she was a teacher. Amy Cups, what an apropos name, 33 of North Carolina, and she wants to do this at 33. How are you going to have 25 kids, dingbat? You're 33. You aren't going to have any eggs left. She's now in her 9th month of pregnancy that resulted from a drunken one-night stand with a student, and says she plans to give birth many more times at the young, fertile age of 33. Former teacher, now an OF star who's pregnant with her former student's baby, has announced plans to auction off her body as a surrogate to mass produce pretty babies with strangers. Now again, surrogate, it wouldn't be her kid from my understanding. So what is her looks and her brains and her anything? You're literally just a womb at that point. She's now in her 9th month of pregnancy that resulted from a drunken one-night stand with a student. Oh, she's high moral caliber. Says she plans to give birth many more times. Nice editing, Postmillennial. Men are constantly asking me to have their babies, Cup said, according to the New York Post. Let me just pause here and give you a hint. Sweetheart, guys are asking, when they say that, they're saying, hey, can we have sex and can I dump a load in you? That's all they're saying. They're saying, you're hot. I would like to raw dog you and bust a nut in there. That's really the cap. That's a nice way of what guys are saying when they say, I want to have a baby with you. Because it's certainly not for the rest of it. She says, I want to become a surrogate and mass produce pretty babies with strangers, the self-described proud mistress explained. That's right. I did a video on her already several months ago where she bragged about the joy of breaking up marriages by flirting and hitting on guys. And then when the husband's like, yeah, we can hook up, she reaches out to the wife and it'd be like, haha. And I'll tell you something, before she got pregnant and everything, I could see, again, if she's an OF star and was in good shape, I don't have her other stuff pulled up, but I can see why a guy that's maybe in a sexless marriage and is unhappy and not getting any action from his wife, or things are not going so well, I could see him being like, yeah, I'd bone you. But then she turned around and basically ratted him out. She said the idea is to populate the world with beautiful miniature versions of herself. Came to her after numerous men, both single and married, expressed desire for her to have their children. Again, I'm pretty sure this means they wanted to bust a nut. Let me just look at it. Let me just look at something. Surrogate. Pregnancy. I want to look at surrogate mother. Because I'm curious here. Right, yeah. Okay, I was right. It says right here. A woman who agrees often to pay to give birth to a child resulting from artificial insemination or the implantation of an already fertilized egg, and who surrenders any parental rights. So unless she's talking about like her literally, like her using her egg and being artificially inseminated, I don't think she understands. But maybe that's what she's thinking. She's like, I'm just going to go to the fertility doctor and have any guys that want to have me have their baby. I don't know. We're such a weird place right now. But again, basically a spicy movie star wants to fill the world with people like her with her DNA because she's so amazing. She says, I'll definitely pass down my amazing eyes, hair, strong facial features, high metabolism. I'm with you on that. And intelligence.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Let me think about that. I'm really not sure about your intelligence on that one. She says it doesn't matter if the man is ugly. The baby will be beautiful if I'm its mother, she added, demonstrating that reproductive biology is probably not one of her areas of expertise. I want to carry lots of babies, but no more than 25 in total. That would be my limit. But it would get the ball rolling, she continued. With medical interference, I could potentially have quadruplets at some point. Okay, you're going to tell me she's going to have quadruplets, and then a year later, 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 quadruplets. That's how you get to 25 at the age of 33. Not going to happen. I would not be surprised if she sneezes and her uterus literally goes flying across the room. She said when the children get older, they can have beautiful kids as well, and the cycle will continue. Wow, does she love herself. Now, again, she's not horrid to look at by any means. I mean, if you lump off the baby belly there, she's not an unattractive, but she's a California 7 or 8. Like, there's plenty of women that are just as good looking as her, if not better. She says she's not going to do it for financial gain, but rather for the betterment of humanity, says the OF movie star. Right. I'm sure you're going to ask reasonable amounts of money to make this happen. She says, I'm not sure how much it would make, but it's not about the financial aspect. I just want to make the world a better place, says the OF prawn star. If people took actual care of themselves, worked out, stopped eating fast food, and drank more water, the world would be much better or much more stress-free. Yes, none of those things, my darling, have anything to do with your genetics. Working out, stopping eating fast food, drinking more water, none of those things have to do with genetics. But maybe she assumes so because, I don't know, she seems very highly intelligent, right, guys? She believes the abundance of aesthetically endowed people would ensure there would be a match for everyone and everyone's confidence would be at a high level, resulting in better choices made for humanity. So her logic is, if everyone's pretty, everybody will have someone they want to date. I got news for you, honey. If everybody's rich, if everybody got $1 million today, then no one's rich. Everything would just, boop, slide up a little bit. If everyone's beautiful, then they're going to find people that are different or ugly or whatever. You can't just, she just doesn't know how all of this works. So I know this is not an extremely long life lesson here, but the mentality that's coming forth in so many people today is life is about my looks, life is about money, life is about the shallow aspects of life. It's not about actually caring about somebody or getting to know them. It's not about anything that's going to lead to truly any real happiness. One of the comments on one of my videos the other day, I said something like, I think a lot of guys would rather date a loyal 6 that has like a 0 or 1 body count than would rather date a 10 with a lot of a high body count. And the response, and I can't give this person a hard time, but the response from this guy was, yeah, but you have to understand that, like, if I'm not keeping her, if I'm not like going to be in a long-term relationship and I'm just casually dating or hooking up or whatever, I'd rather date the 10 with a high body count because who cares? I'm not keeping her as a wife or a girlfriend or anything else. I'm just having my fun and dumping her. And again, I'm not calling out this person that said this, but that's kind of the mindset with everything. Why learn to cook? I can just go down and get fast food. Why learn to grow vegetables and to be self-sufficient? I can just go to a grocery store and buy vegetables. You know, why go on a diet and work out? All these magazines saying that big, you can be healthy and big and it doesn't matter and it doesn't really affect you anyway. And we've just gotten into this society where everything is so in the moment and temperamental. And I just don't think we're better off for it, because if you look at statistics, I think guys are about the same as they've always been. But women are certainly not happier in today's society. They're unhappy having to work till retirement. They're unhappy smashing guys until they smash into the wall and then try to find a provider. And when they can't, they got to work until they retire. They're not happy about that. They're not happy with men because, you know, we're the root of all their evils, all the evils according to society. I just do not see how we keep plodding along at this pace. I don't know. Guys, we're still doing great in the race for the razor until October 18th, which is 2 days from now at least. You can get the shaving cream, the shaving gel, 8 razors, a handle, and a kit for $20 plus free shipping from the links down below. Make sure you use those. That's literally the same price you get if you walked into a Target or a Walmart here in the United States. And if you're here in the U.S. or in the overseas and you want to support and you can't get the razors shipped to you, or you don't shave or whatever, make sure to go over and support Daily Wire. We get 20 points for that. We're still in first place. We got 14 days left to go, so let's get it done. All right, guys, I'll have another one out for you shortly, and what a crazy world.